Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. Sergei Pavlovich versus Curtis Blaydes. This is the main event, and the winner of this could easily get a title shot. Probably will, to be honest. I'll say this: Curtis Blaydes would beat John Jones. I know I said that about Cyril Gane, but I'm very sure Curtis Blaydes would beat John Jones. I'm not sure about anybody else beating John Jones, but I'm sure Curtis Blaydes beats him. He's the nightmare matchup. I actually said it in my Cyril Gane video before the fight. I said, yeah, I'm picking Cyril Gane to win, and aside from Curtis Blaydes, he's the guy I'd pick to beat John Jones. Well, Curtis Blaydes is the guy. And Sergei Pavlovich might be the guy to beat Curtis Blaydes. Spoiler, I'm picking Curtis Blaydes. But Sergei Pavlovich has that requisite power that John Jones does not have. You know, that only guys like Derek Lewis and Francis Ngannou have. That's what it takes. You need real stopping power to get Curtis Blaydes out of there. And I doubt anybody's ever going to beat him by decision. I mean, I think if you were going to beat him by decision, it would have to be with big moments and a 3-round fight. And those days generally are gone. Curtis Blaydes, he's a 5-rounder. Mark Hunt knocked him down and took a round from him that way. And, you know, he can be outpointed. His fight with Derek Lewis, he was pretty cautious up until he got knocked out. Not a lot was happening. But generally speaking, if there are points to be scored, if there's a fight going on for a, considerable length or duration, Curtis Blaydes is winning. He's generally scored more points than his opponent. There are very few fights where he's not scoring the points. You need some freak like Ngannou in that first fight, stuffing a takedown and beating him up with elbows against the cage. But generally speaking, Curtis Blaydes, you have to stop him dead to finish him. You have to rock him senseless or knock him unconscious. And other than that, he's going to be pressing you. You can call what you want, humping, like he's been accused of that when he fought Volkov and whoever. But the goal is always the same, to control you and smash your face in. He wants to do to everybody else what he did to Alistair Overeem. That was his perfect fight and probably his best performance overall. Ironically, Overeem is the only guy to beat Sergei Pavlovich, and he did so by taking him down from the clinch, really, tripping him down, getting him on his back, and smashing him, just overwhelming him with ground and pound. Sergei Pavlovich is not a guy who wants to be on his back. And I don't say that from really much footage or anything. I just say from the Alistair Overeem fight. And I know Overeem is a monster. He's a lot more skilled than Curtis Blaydes in a lot of different ways. But Curtis Blaydes, he's got to be twice as suffocating on top. I mean, the guy's a natural-born top-game fighter, a wrestler. So I think if Curtis gets him down, he's going to maul him. And if they're standing up on the feet, Sergei Pavlovich should maul Curtis. Sergei Pavlovich might have the most power in the fucking world for all I know. I'd say Ngannou's more powerful, but Sergei's definitely got bricks in his hand, and he throws combinations, good combinations, not wild shit like Ngannou. But Sergei, he's got really tight, sharp punches, and again, he's got bricks attached at the end of his hands there. And he's all knockouts. I mean, mostly all knockouts. 17-1 record, 14 knockouts, 3 decisions, and the one loss, of course, comes to Overeem, first round TKO. But we've seen Sergei Pavlovich just overwhelm everybody he's beaten in the UFC. Derek Lewis, Tai Tuivasa, Shamil Abdurakhimov, Maurice Green, whoever the hell else. He's a problem, and he's now 30 years old. That loss to Overeem was some time ago. I think he was 26 or whatever. I don't even know. But now he's 30 years old. Grown man. There could be no mistake in that. And he's got maybe the hardest punch in the division, especially now that Ngannou's left. So if anybody was to take out Curtis Blaydes, if I was to pick anybody, it'd probably be Sergei Pavlovich. But I'm still picking Blaydes to win. I think Blaydes is able to exploit potential holes in Pavlovich, and I'm trusting Blaydes. He's the horse that I'm backing here. I think he's going to get it done. He's got to mind his P's and Q's. He is giving up 4 inches of reach to Sergei Pavlovich, despite being an inch taller. I mean, I would have guessed Pavlovich would be up against it physically, but he's got 4 inches of reach. The guy's got some build on him, and that could definitely help him out here. But still, the fight's one that I see going down 2 ways, and I'm picking Curtis Blaydes. I'm betting on it going down 2 ways, though. Sergei Pavlovich by round 1 knockout. I had that at plus 300. Now I look, and it's at plus 225. They actually fucked it up. They have round 1 flat, knockout or submission by 225, or round 1 knockout at plus 200, because they're fucking stupid. But maybe they'll adjust that. Either way, I think if he was to win this fight, it would be a case of his power winning the fight, and that'd probably happen in round 1. Also, I think the chances of his power being effective drastically go down if he's being taken down and humped. You know, not only is he going to be less willing to throw down, but he's going to be very tired after Curtis Blaydes is all over him. So I'm taking Curtis Blaydes. I would pick Curtis Blaydes. I would bet on Curtis Blaydes to get a finish. Of course, he's got 5 rounds to do so. But the finish line is close enough to the money line where I've just played his money line, really. In fact, what is it? There might even be some value on him winning. Oh, no, there's no value at all at him winning in any round. But yeah, Curtis Blaydes is what I bet on his money line, minus 170. I think you can get a finish for minus 150. No thanks. But Blaydes, I expect to win this fight. And I don't know if he's going to get a title shot after this, but I'd expect John Jones to run from a fight with Curtis Blaydes. Run from it. I know everybody looks and says, wow, really? I wouldn't want to fight Pavlovich. John Jones would smoke Curtis Blaydes. I'm telling you, you've got it all wrong. You've got it all wrong. There's one guy John Jones does not want to fight at heavyweight, and it's Curtis Razor Blaydes. Like, share, subscribe, all that horseshit. Check out my other videos.